I'm going to use the Spanish Dynasty Legacy Metropolitan, combined with a culture designed for building cities, on top of a bureaucratic government to create the richest, most developed cities in the world right here in Spain. My sons, I have ruled Spain wisely for many years. Now it is time to choose my successor. Wait, so who's in charge now? So his three sons split up into the kingdoms of Galicia, Leon, and Castile. But I'm not interested in playing any of them. Instead, we'll be starting as their sister Urraca Fernadez, a one-county vassal of Castile who's in love with her liege, who's also her brother. Big win for the incest community. A community I am not a part of, which is as good of a reason as any to hit that subscribe button. We're coming up to 50,000 subscribers, which is absolutely nuts, so I appreciate all you viewers and subscribers. If you want to get early access to all videos, you can become a channel member for only $5 a month. Thanks again to the channel members. Okay. Let's break the game in Spain. I'm playing on the new patch this game, and what that means is a lot of my old strategies don't work anymore, as stewardship no longer increases your domain size. Instead, our domain size is changed by the quality of our education, so a level 4 education gives us 2 holding slots. Now, what should I do first? I'm not exactly in a super easy situation right now. Our brothers each control a kingdom each, and we just get a single county? Kinda sexist. Our one county isn't terrible, and I could make it better with our starting gold, but I'll wait to spend any money in case I need it. What's important is that we're in line to inherit titles. I mean, we're not first in line, the brothers are the heirs to the other brothers, but after them, we're in line. Unfortunately, if any of them have kids, they will be above us in the succession, so it's not a sure thing. Luckily, I have a master plan. Step 1. Find a suitable alliance. I can marry Duke William the bastard son. You know, who in their right mind would try to ally with a French bastard? I guess the same kind of woman who would sleep with her brother. Step 2. Even though I have a stewardship education, I'm switching to the skullduggery focus to do some sneaky scheming. Most of my income is from being my liege's counselor, but if I ever need to commit horrible crimes, I want to be the spy master. I'll have to either win huge wars like this or commit lots of murder. Step 3. Wait for Duke William II to become King William. Hopefully he wins the war for England like he does in history, otherwise this alliance was for nothing and my plan all falls apart. While we wait, I might as well get cows. Aw, we've had a beautiful baby girl. I'm quite old and have the chase personality trait, so I was worried we wouldn't have any kids to succeed us. With the new update, I'm not entirely sure what the best education focus is anymore. Instead of forcing stewardship, I think it actually makes sense to wait to see what the kid's gonna be good at first. I'm making sure to get a tutor either way. Our liege is at war with Galicia. That's making me feel a little jealous. Hey William buddy, can you hurry it up? I kinda wanna see what's going on, so I'll join the war. It's a boy! Why are you a redhead though? Doesn't matter, you're our new player heir. No one cares about the daughter. Anyways, I'm gonna send my huge, massive military over to help the weak and defenseless William. I've arrived and yeah, okay. The war's over, I didn't have to come help at all, but it sure was fun. Now we should help William defend against the Norwegians. I mean, he's probably got this in the back anyways, but we might as well help. Attack! If anything, I'm giving the AI guidance, so they're not as stupid. Another son, and this time we're naming him William, probably after William Dafoe. I think our husband is a big fan of the first Spider-Man movie. I'm not sure why, but that has let us create a cadet branch, so we're our own house head now. And I can break up with our brother. I never liked him anyways. The war in England is over, and the now King of England appreciated the help. It's time for our good friend William to help me. I plan to go to war with the Castile brother, but he's actually won a bit of the brotherly feud and now controls 2 kingdoms. Instead, I'll go for our liege's title of Leon. Funnily enough though, both of the remaining brothers are currently at war with each other, so this should be fun. I'm calling in William, who's happy to join as we've actually become great friends. These troops don't even belong to the enemy army, but I'll beat them up before they take our capital. Now I've taken our ex-lover's capital. Oh, and when I say I really mean William, he's kind of done all the work. And I've single-handedly won the war. Pretty impressive, right? With a click of the button, we're now an independent Queen of Leon. The new stewardship changes mean I don't have as many domain slots as I would have before, so I need to give a county to a vassal. But other than that, we're all good and set up. I don't see any reason to wait. Let's finish what we started and lay claim to our father's lands. William's army is already here, so this shouldn't be too hard. What the heck? Why? Why are the French invading me? You guys really hate William that much, huh? I think we'll be fine, considering the fact that we just stack wiped their army. Oh no, my husband died. That does mean our alliance has ended, so I won't be able to call William into future wars, but at least he'll still be a part of this one. We're getting pretty close to winning the war for the Spanish thrones. I'll just need to take a castle or 2 more. William, where did you go? Are you seriously chasing the French troops while I'm dying over here? Okay, fine. I'll white piece the French so you can come help me. Where are you going? No, William, please. Oh no, he's in a civil war. He's got uprisings to deal with, and he's leaving me to fend for myself. I'm so screwed if he doesn't come back. He hasn't returned. Our only option may be to finish the war with a white peace, to at least prevent a loss. I guess it was expected for England to rebel against William. Yep, it's time for a white peace. It's not a complete loss as we keep our claims, and I mean, we still have the Kingdom of Leon, of course. I guess I'll hold my coronation now, even though I wanted it to be a coronation for all the Spanish kingdoms. I'll need to up my control and expand the buildings in my domain to gain strength. My brother, King Sancho, wants to ally with us. You know what? There's a different way to get the Spanish kingdoms that doesn't involve war. King Sancho's primary heir is his daughter, so let's start a murder scheme on her. His wife is in our prison, which means she won't be having any more kids anytime soon. Which means I may be able to get his land this way. I'll accept the alliance to get closer to him, but I want to murder him. There's a surprising amount of people willing to help me kill this little girl, including King William, but I'll still have to bribe someone to be an alibi so we don't get caught. Man, our brother wants his wife back so badly, but I can't allow him to have any more kids. I'm sorry, but no. Even though 100 gold would be nice.
Huh? Why are you guys trying to invade me? It was only a matter of time before we had some Christian versus Muslim wars in Iberia. I can get a holy order and we should be fine. Oh, and I gotta deal with some peasants real quick, but the peasants stand no chance. Our murder scheme was exposed, so it's gonna take longer, but I'll keep it going. And we won the defensive war. Hopefully this tells the rest of Iberia we're not to be messed with. The ransom money is a nice consolation. The swift execution perk will help us quite a bit. What? Someone's trying to murder me? What kind of monster does that kind of thing? And now we've gotten a job done right, boosting our murder chances by 25%. Our brother is challenging us to a duel with the goal of taking our artifact, but I ain't no coward. Maybe I should have been a coward. You just kicked my butt, why in the world would I play a game with you? Our murder scheme is ready, and I'm so ready to kill this little girl, since you know, she has her dumb father's blood. Well, it worked. Yikes. Aw man, I forgot about my other brother. I just took his land, never really got rid of him. Ha, I guess I have to kill him too. I can convince our other brother, whose daughter I just killed, to help me kill him. Surely he won't make the connection that I'm the one murdering our family members. We just have a messed up family, man. My cousin is scheming against me. She's probably involved in one of these murder schemes against me. The scheme against our brother is finished, and now he's dead. Another all man. The succession goes to that guy's kids instead of me. This is a scam.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
The success rate for this is shockingly high off rip. Fragile bones? Really? Whatever, I'll just kill this child to make myself feel better. There's one more boy in the succession, so I will of course murder him. Just like the last scheme, it went by super fast and I'm ready to kill once again. And won't you look at that? I'm the new heir in town, and there's not going to be any more heirs as I still have yo girl in prison. There's just one last man to kill, King Sancho II. Time to meet your maker. Once the scheme is ready, of course. Dang it, the scheme was exposed. That'll make it take longer. Well, we've reached that age. I could simply die at any point now. I'm just really hoping that we'll have enough time to kill our brother before dying. It's time.
Joke's over!
You're dead. The world knows about it, so we're a murderer and a kinslayer, but that doesn't matter because we're in charge now. Who's gonna arrest us when we're on top? We have the Crown of Castile, Leon, and Galicia now. Since we have the three kingdoms, I gotta make sure we keep them together when I die. At this moment, when I die, the kingdoms will split between my three sons and will be in exactly the same spot as before. I can convince my youngest to become a holy man and take the vows, removing him from succession. My other extra son will not agree to that, but I can throw him in prison. Now that he's in prison, I can force him to repent to God. Now we have just one son and heir, a perfect succession. To officially unite the Spanish thrones, I need at least high crown authority. I need the royal prerogative innovation for that. So let's see, 65 years? Are you kidding me? Well, okay then, it's gonna be a while before they're officially united. I guess I'll take the fourth kingdom of Navarra. Navarra is weird because it was controlled by our cousin instead of a brother, but I had a claim to take it, so I did. The rest of Iberia will be much harder to take as it's controlled by the Islamic kingdoms. I'll have to do it to end the struggle later though. You know, Santiago has a pretty cool building. I'd love to control it directly, and wouldn't you know, we already have a claim on the county. It's Civil War time, baby. I underestimated the strength of our vassals, so I'm going into debt to get some mercenaries for this. Ah man, well, we're dead. Our new guy is a steward, so I'm getting the wealth focus, and hopefully we can win this war because I do not want to lose this kingdom so quickly.
Okay, we've won. We're already at the domain limit on this character, so I'll have to give up a county to get Santiago, but it's worth it. Now I'll take the county from our vassal, and now we're all set. Once I get the control up, and the money to buy the special building. Spain actually has a lot of special buildings, although none as good as the one in Santiago. The city walls of Toledo are pretty good too. We don't control that land though. This 1-year-old is intelligent, so I'll get betrothed to her. I'm gonna try not to think about it. Boo! They can't beat us. Thanks for the money, bozos. Now I can get the Cathedral of Santiago. So much money to be made once it finishes. Hey wait, these guys tried to take my land, but they actually have a county that belongs to me. And now, it truly belongs to me. I'm having a coronation and I'm swearing an oath to secure the peace. I've been given the nickname The Honest, so I have to keep my oath now. I feel like now would be a good time to expand, so let's declare war and break the peace immediately. Hey, we got enough renown for a legacy, and we're of course going down the metropolitan branch. This first one makes cities increase development growth by 20% each. It's a pretty good bonus. I lost. Yep, I started a war after swearing to keep the peace just to lose. Embarrassing, really. We're in debt, but thankfully the Pope will help us out. And now our cathedral finished building, so we're making a good amount of money. Money that I can use to construct new cities. Speaking of cities, I'll need to make our culture appreciate them a little bit more. I want city keepers for one. I'll have to replace castle keepers to get it. I also want parochialism, which gives another buff to counties with cities. It's just a lot of prestige required, so it'll just take some time. During that time, let's try the exact same thing we tried before and take some more land. I really should have learned my lesson. I should have upgraded my troops before this. Never mind, it doesn't matter. All we gotta do is defend in the mountains. Now that's more like it. There's a special building here that gives renown, but I don't want to hold it myself, so I'll give it to one of my dynasty members. That'll give our dynasty the buff without me having to hold the land myself. The royal prerogative research is still going strong, only 24 years left. Yeah, only. Let's expand a bit more. Barcelona is looking a bit too happy. Hey, wait, why is the struggle clash only one county and not like all the counties like normal? I figured it out. It's because the Iberian struggle just entered the conciliation phase. I guess I'll just have to expand elsewhere, as at least claims can still be pressed. You know what? I'm gonna actually fix up my military before going to war this time. I'm sure we have enough troops now. Yep, it was enough. We've gotten ourselves another county. Continuing south might pose some challenge, as we've got a big empire below us. So the Iberian struggle has a current phase with varying effects, and the phase changes based on actions different rulers do in Iberia. Looking here, after the conciliation phase, the compromise phase will begin, which has the same war effects. Oh, and just so you know, holy wars are not allowed in Iberia, so that's not an option either. So I have to wait for the conciliation phase to end, just to begin waiting for the compromise phase to end? Leif was right, the struggle isn't exactly great. Quick question for the nerds, what religion has this county as a holy site? It's not any of the religions in Iberia. I've gone all the way into the architect tree to get the architect perk for decreased constant time to construct buildings. Now I'll switch to a scholarship focus for extra development, mainly so I can get this learning perk that increases research speed. What makes this struggle stuff worse is that the events required to progress it don't happen all that frequently, since there's only a couple of kingdoms in Iberia right now. I think it's balanced for the beginning of the game when there's millions of independent states, but when there's just a couple, it doesn't go quick enough. Am I gonna have to deal with these wars over and over again? They're not too hard to deal with thanks to the power of money, but they are annoying. What? I failed to romance my wife. I guess I'll have to romance a random courtier. Romance schemes grant renown to people of our culture. It's one of our traditions. And I've won the war. Speaking of our culture though, I think it's about time to start really focusing on getting the prestige to reform it. Oh, and there'd be no way to form a hybrid culture here since all the cultures have an Iberian heritage. What if instead of reforming our culture, we diverge it and create a new one? We need the bureaucratic ethos to adopt an administrative government anyways, on top of it being the best ethos for development and research. I need a minimum of 3,500 prestige to create a new culture, even without new traditions. After completing a romance scheme, you can just give the woman a little kiss, get the renown, and be on your way to the next lady with no consequences. Except maybe herpes. Wait, I was just kidding. I got consumption. I'm still giving the ladies what they want though. PSA, this is not recommended. The first crusade is for Maghreb. I'll make my cousin our beneficiary, and I'm kind of excited for this crusade because we're like right next to Maghreb. With the new stewardship nerfs, the Ensure Peace Oath just got a whole lot better, giving you 1 domain slot and 2.5 development in each county. The crusade has started. Now I know, crusade this, crusade that, but I'm still going for the prestige, which I'm going on a hunt to get.
That's gotten us enough prestige to create a new Spanish culture, except I want to replace castle keepers with city keepers, which will cost us an additional 2,000 prestige. There's lots of prestige and glory to be had in a crusade, so let's join the warriors. Well, not me personally, but I'm sending my men over. Just like every other crusade in the history of this game, the AI did not follow my lead and let my army get wiped completely. Well, that was fun. Yo, I can vassalize Barcelona. That means I can create the Kingdom of Aragon and vassalize the other Barcelona? I'm not really sure why there's two Barcelonas. After some more hunts and feasts, I have the required prestige to create the Spanish culture. Our average development and therefore research speed is higher, so that's nice. Only our capital converted to Spanish, so I'll need to manually convert all of our other counties to make use of our innovations. If I discover an innovation, I can only use it in Spanish counties. Just a quick little trick, if you befriend your steward, he'll do his job quicker. Well, I don't want to be your friend that badly, I ain't giving you money. Well, I failed, probably because he's a gold digger. Why are the Crusaders here, what? I'll try to defend, but what is happening? Okay, we're good, we won the crusade, that was weird. Our cousin got the title, and we got 1,000 gold and 4,000 prestige. With that, I think we may be able to reach the 7,000 prestige required for parochialism fairly soon. Winning the crusade for Maghreb has created a new kingdom of course, but has also turned the old state into a weird gray. Yeah, weird. I could go to war with them for a duchy at a time, which I think I might do, so I'll get some more troops. Well, we have Maghreb now. This family member of ours doesn't have a claim on our land, so I'll give him the kingdom. I wouldn't want him to invade us, of course. Cool, they're back to being a kingdom. I don't know what happened to them, but these guys lost a lot of their army, so let's take some land. The second dynasty legacy is here, and it'll give dynasty members the town maven trait if they are educated in a high development county. It boosts stats a bit, but it's not too important. Another duchy for the Spanish kingdom achieved, and during that war we got the 7,000 prestige, which means we will get parochialism in 5 years. We almost have royal prerogative. Oh, we have royal prerogative. Oh, I'll research battlements next for level 2 castles. Aw man, we need prestige to upgrade this bad boy. Feast time. Okay, let's do this. Now we can unite the Spanish thrones, combining all the kingdoms into one. I'm not sure if that'll include Aragon and the Islamic kingdoms, so we'll see when we do the decision. Doing this decision will bring us to absolute crown authority, which is nice, although I would have gotten it pretty soon. Let's do this. Okay, it didn't include the Islamic kingdom we have or Aragon, but the other 4 kingdoms we have were merged. Our next big goal will be to take over the rest of Iberia, but with the current struggle phase, it'll take a really long time. If this were anywhere else in the world, I could do this thing with basically one holy war. Instead, I'll have to go for one duchy at a time, which is what I'll do. I guess it is historically accurate, given how long the Reconquista really took. Oh my god, you know what I need to do? I need to change our nation's name to Spain. Okay, that's better. There's another duchy conquered. I'm not completely sure what happened, but we don't have a truce for whatever reason. But we also don't have a war goal to take an entire duchy. If I go into the kingdom here, I can look at the claimants for the duchy and pick one out to invite to our court. I'll then give him some money, turn him into a Catholic, and now I can use them to go to war for a duchy. Okay, I'm not really sure what happened, but our war goal ended and our claimant left our court. I got this second claimant who's a hunchback smoker, but the quality of the individual doesn't matter to me, so we can use him either way. The war is won, and one more duchy is down. This duchy has Madrid and the county with the walls of Toledo, which interests me. I may want to take that land. We have a lot of time to think about it, as we're gonna have to wait a really long time for our truce to end. Thank you, Iberian struggle. We may not be able to declare war, but at least we get plus 30% development growth and a big buff to constructing city buildings. Let's make use of that development growth and start promoting development in our capital. Well, that can't be good. There's this decision here that increases innovation speed for all Iberian rulers, while more than doubling the effect for rulers who take this decision. I'm not sure how this decision works, because is it a one-time thing, or can we do it on our next ruler too? I wouldn't want to wait the bonus on our old character. It's a lot of money too, but I do really need innovations, and the bonus is huge. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Speaking of innovations, we're just about to unlock battlements. With battlements unlocked, we're on to the high medieval innovations, starting with windmills. I can upgrade our castles in the Spanish counties when I get the money for it. I'm kinda broke. Thanks, Pope. I can always count on you for money. After upgrading our castles, we can upgrade our economic buildings as well. And I'll be dead in a year. I did this earlier, so I don't need to over-explain it, but I'm forcing my extra sons to take the vows. When we die, we're going to be this child, but at least he's intelligent. Ooh! Well, the first thing I'm noticing is that they removed the extra domain limit regents give, so being a child is so much worse than before. These vassals of ours aren't fans of the fact that we're a child. And I guess they're mad our dad took their land or something. I just have to marry off our sister to get an alliance, because we're about to be in a rough situation. The first civil war has started, and I can call in our ally and our dynasty member of Maghreb. The general anti-rebel strategy is to go straight for the war leader's army before it groups up with the other troops. That way you can take out the strongest enemy right at the start. Huge battle for the capital coming up. Thankfully, the enemy hasn't fully grouped up yet, because otherwise we would have lost that. This war is much worse, because instead of just lowering my crown authority, they want independence. I prefer to win the wars, but I'd rather not be in multiple at the same time, so I've white pieced the first group. This was tempting, but I don't want another situation like the last game I played, where I changed religions like 7 times on one character. I won a couple battles, and we can white piece the second group of rebels, so we're alive. I'm trying my best, Mom. I got coronated, swearing peace once again, and just like my ancestors, I'll be declaring war immediately afterwards. Now I'm making way less money than before because we're over our domain limit, but I should still be able to beat these guys. Hey, the phase just changed from conciliation to compromise. The next phase is opportunity, which means I'll be able to declare better wars. Oh yeah, I'm really not sure what the difference is between the conciliation and compromise phases. They feel the same to me. I was constructing buildings when I realized I haven't got any duchy buildings. Wait, we don't even have the duchy titles. We don't have the duchy title of Leon. I've controlled this land like the entire game. How did I never notice? I'll have to wait for some more money before building them. I've come of age and I got a bad education trait. That sucks. Oh, they lied to me. I got the level 3 trait. Why did it say I got the level 2 trait? Whatever, I've won the war, and I'd like to hold the Great Mosque of Cordoba myself, but since I'm not Muslim, I probably couldn't. Although, maybe I could? I don't know, it's a good building, I might take it later. I'd want to go to university to get a better education trait and a higher domain limit, but like, I can't afford that. Actually, ransom money does hit pretty hard. Let's use that money to get an edumacation. We're a great student, so we've upgraded our education trait and got ourselves some stewardship perks. It's been 5 years since I white pieced the rebels, so they're back again. This is what happens when you white piece them instead of putting them down permanently. I got one to convert to Catholicism, so he's no longer a threat, but immediately afterwards some new guy joined and started the rebellion anyways. It was just a peasant uprising, so I won pretty easily, and now I can force the vassals that joined the peasants to become Christian, so they never ever do it again. I'm having to put down the Liberty rebels once again as well, since I also white pieced them. Once I win this war though, I'll probably be safe from future rebellions. What the heck? I can't say I was expecting that. We don't even border. How is he doing a tributary war against me? I've ended what is hopefully the last civil war we have to deal with, and now I'll send my troops over to kick the Germans' butts. They're scared and running. But it looks like they'll probably win this battle, so I'll need to get mercenaries. Okay, now we're winning, and with that battle win, I'd expect to just win this war. Actually, winning the war would give me basically nothing, so I'll just white peace. We're still in a war though, as our neighbors and distant-ish relatives have a ton of peasants going up against them, so I'll help with that. Our next dynasty legacy is ready, and this one makes buildings and cities cheaper and quicker to make, while also having them give us more taxes.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Another crusade, eh? Ooh, it's the fancy crusade where I can betray the Pope and go for the Byzantines instead. Yeah, sure, but I want to lead. I know a crusade's about to start and all, but our neighbor was weak and defenseless, so I took their land. Now all that's left as an opponent in Iberia is Sark, our longtime rival. Wait, I seriously forgot to purchase those duchy buildings. Ah, whatever. I'm getting royal reserves for extra development growth. Our fellow Catholics are starting the siege of the Byzantine Empire in the north, which is weird, but I might as well follow them so I don't instantly die. Okay, that war was crazy. It went back and forth, but in the end, we won. I'll be destroying the Byzantine Empire, and now I'll grant it to a family member. Now there's a Latin Empire, controlled by this dude in the dynasty. The Catholics also won the crusade in the Middle East, forming Jerusalem. I'm actually surprised they won that without our help. Back in Iberia, our truce is ended, so I'll be going for another duchy title. We have a cool fame trait here that could be pretty broken if we build up a bunch of dread, or if we let our own army as a commander, since it gives plus 25% siege progress. There's another duchy won. It was easy, and to be honest, I don't think we'll struggle with another Iberia war again. We'll just have to keep waiting for truces to end. I can change my court type to administrative to make it easier to build. This is way out of place, but I have my grand lodging set to the max level so that I can invite claimants to my court. They're way more likely to come to your nation with this. We just unlocked windmills, so I'll build windmills. Holding taxes and development growth? What's not to like? At max level, you get plus 34% holding taxes.
We also unlocked water mills, which decreased building costs by quite a bit. I didn't actually know this before, but water mills increase gold throughout the whole county, not just the holding like windmills. The next innovation I want is hoardings for level 3 castles. The thing that sucks for us is that the counties with a different culture don't have the windmills innovation, so I can't make use of them here. I want the Duchy of Galicia to get a duchy building. Oh wow, that's a lot of people joining the revolution. We're fine though, nothing to worry about. Probably, I mean, that is a lot of enemy troops. Yes, I just spent 4,000 gold on mercenaries, but at least we'll win this war. And yes, I did technically start the war. I'll revoke the titles of every single vassal who went against me so I can then redistribute them to more loyal people. Why did these new vassals still hate me? Oh wait, yeah, I didn't give away the duchy titles I took, so they probably have a huge opinion penalty from the extra duchies. Yep, that's the case. And the whole tyranny thing. They may not like me, but at least these guys don't absolutely hate me anymore. I do kind of need my powerful vassals to like me though, so that I can become administrative. All of my powerful vassals. We have 5 powerful vassals at any given point. I have them all up here pinned, and as you can see, only one has a high enough opinion of me. This guy hates me because we follow a different religion, so I'll execute him. His powerful vassal slot was then replaced by a guy who already likes me, so that was easy. Obviously, when people only sort of like me, I can send them gold so that they really like me. That's 3 out of 5, but we need all 5 on our side or it's pointless. This guy wants to be on the council, so fine, I'll make him my chancellor. I'll send him gold, making his opinion just short. All I had to do was sway him for a little bit to get his opinion up. Our last powerful vassal under 50 opinion is just some stupid kid. I can simply grant him a vassal for 40 opinion. Now we've done it, they all like us. Wait, what? Oh my god, this guy, whose father I killed, has become a powerful vassal once again. I shall revoke his land. Killing the last guy was a mistake. This family needs to die. Oh, the war just ended. I guess he's not a powerful vassal anymore. Oh my hubris. The tyranny from the war has made Duke Munio's opinion drop below 50. Oh, come on. Instead of removing him, I'll form an alliance. Place him on the council. Well, that didn't work, and he's scheming against my sister anyways. I want to go back to my original plan and take his land, but I can't get the extra tyranny without losing everything. So fine, I'll fix this. I figured out that I can play chess with my vassals to gain opinion with them. And that was really all it took in the end. And whoa, we just had a son born with a genius trait. Let's ignore that for a second and adopt this centralized bureaucracy. Administrative works perfect with cities, so this was always the plan. In a bureaucracy, our troop limit is reduced, so I need to remove our personal men-at-arms. This is because titles have their own separate men-at-arms that use a different kind of money. The treasury. It's separate from your personal income and is associated to the title. It's still money though. With this new government type, we also have an estate, which is kind of like a special county for our family. I'll be able to increase our gold and development growth using this, and the buildings in it. Oh yeah, the kid. I'm making him my heir. You'll notice that I'm also making a lot more money from this government type. It's something to do with the way taxes work, but we get a lot more, and that's all that matters to me. When I get more influence, another new currency, I'll be able to increase our income further. By decreasing our vassals' money, of course. As the leader, influence doesn't really matter that much, so I won't talk about it a lot, but you get more influence for having family members with landed positions in your realm. Unfortunate. That usually happens though. The Latin Empire is never particularly stable. It's always so funny to see the Byzantine Empire collapse like this. It just looks so weird. Ah yes, I'm a very peaceful guy. A golden age for Spain. Wait, guys, this is awesome. I've hurt this guy's family so much that we're officially feuding, which means we have the Eradicate House war goal. To end the struggle, I'm gonna need all of Iberia. Before we do this war, I'd better get a military, since I kinda removed a bunch of troops when I became bureaucratic. I don't have any cool regional units, so I'm just getting armored footmen. With those troops, it's time to go to war. This war goal will only get us a duchy, but it's way better. You'll see why once we win. Our conquest completed, we've won the war, and right when I push this button, I'll be killing a lot of people. So yes, that was pretty messed up, but we needed the land. Winning the war split up our rivals' land so I can get myself some of these counties without a war. That was unintentional, but I like it. Now for the reason that war goal is awesome, other than all the murder, we don't have a truce. So we could just use the war goal again. Killing these kids feels a little wrong, but land is land. I'm not sure I'd even call them our rival anymore, but we still have more land to take. Our 4th metropolitan legacy is here, which gives us prestige whenever we complete a building in a city holding. How does this family even have members left? Once again, I'm going for the Eradicate House Casus Belli. Getting one county at a time is a little annoying, but it's better than waiting for the truce. The plague! And I don't mean the water polo kind, I mean the pox kind. Well, it sure has spread, but at least it's not in our capital. I've seen this screen a few too many times, huh? Yet we still have the Eradicate House war goal. Okay, just one more time. This is it. I officially have all of Iberia. I do not have all of Iberia. What am I missing? What, are the Canaries a part of Iberia or something weird like that? Oh my god, I'm missing this county in France. Not that it really matters because I'm not meeting the other requirement. I need to convert a lot of counties. Some of my vassals are other cultures, which was fine before, I didn't mind, but now I need to convert this land to Spanish. So unfortunately, I have to remove their titles. Removing titles will cost us influence as a bureaucratic, but at least it doesn't cause any tyranny. I'll gift the land to Spanish locals and then tell them to promote the culture. Promoting culture can take a while, especially when the AI does it inefficiently. Hey, so why are we converting the land? To end the struggle, we need 75% of our de jure kingdom land to be Spanish and Catholic. Right now we only have 9 counties that meet that requirement. Well, we're going to be waiting around for a while. I might as well continue building up our domain. 100 gold per month is not enough for me. This would be easy if I didn't combine the Spanish thrones, but because I did, Spain is a whole lot larger than one of the small kingdoms we could have had. Pretty much everyone is Catholic, so it's just the culture we need to focus on. I was going to have to convert my domain anyways since I can't build windmills in some counties. One of the new features in the latest update was the ledger, which shows all kinds of stats, including kills. I'm of course on top of that leaderboard. Looking good, King Arias. I'm kinda bored, so I'm gonna invade the Baguette Boys to our north for that last county we need. I've taken the war goal so I can just sit back and relax until we win. A few years later, we won by doing just that. 1 convert culture completed, and I think I need to do 2 or 3 more in our direct holdings. I need my vassals to convert their land too though. The culture map is looking like this. I really don't like the give vassal directive system because every time I click it, it's set to boost men-at-arms, even when I have it set to promote culture, so I really don't know if it's working or not. We just gotta hope it is. This cultural tradition could help us. Malleable subjects makes promoting culture easier if you share a heritage, and we share a heritage. I might as well, otherwise we may be waiting for 100 years. I chose malleable subjects over extra development growth, so it better help. 12 out of 23 de jure counties. That's just over the halfway point, so surely we can get this done in a timely manner. I will continue to take lands from the minority vassals. Yes, this is very messed up, but I'm blaming Paradox. It's much easier thanks to our administrative government not requiring a claim. I'm sponsoring Jewish scientists once again. Everyone is now Catholic. I think there was only 1 or 2 non-Catholics before, but now we're 100% focused on the culture. Our construction projects are going great, and we're really increasing our income quickly. I'm also getting a high-level estate. I know they nerfed stewardship, but I've still managed to get 8 out of 8 holding slots. Whoa, I just watched a county convert right in front of my eyes. This wouldn't be Crusader Kings 3 without a succession crisis. As an administrative, I can pick my heir, but that doesn't mean he's guaranteed to win any titles. I need to spend influence to boost my candidate's votes, and this is a per title thing, so I'll need to do this for each title I want to keep. I'm constantly telling my vassals to convert the land because I just don't trust them, and I need to make sure they know what's what. What I just learned about succession is that swearing an oath of true friendship got my son all the votes he needed to win every election. We're up to 15 out of 23 counties. My steward just finished a task, so that would be 16, and I'll start another conversion. In the land that just got converted, I can start building the cool stuff like windmills. We've become super religious, so I can consecrate my bloodline for a little bit of renown. I just died at 69 years old, and hopefully that whole consecrate bloodline thing got my character into heaven. My new character was the old steward, and this stupid game reset the convert culture progress. Okay, I love this game, it isn't stupid, but that sure was stupid. Somehow my brother has become independent as the Kingdom of Aragon with 1 county. That's not even in Aragon. This is really confusing. I guess I'll take back the Kingdom of Aragon in this county real quick. What a crazy weird thing that happened though. The 5th and final metropolitan dynasty legacy has been achieved, and it adds the expand cities decision. This decision only works on cities with less than 5 building slots, so none of the cities we got. I really hate how pointless this decision is once you reach the high medieval period. For the first time in the history of my country, I'm swearing to keep the peace with the intention to actually do it. All my direct holdings have been converted to Spanish. Now I'll begin converting another county outside my holdings, and I'll go with Porto since it has the lowest development. And a lower development means a quicker conversion speed. I can also become best friends with our steward. We just need 2 more counties to be converted. My vassal literally just converted a county. Thank you, vassal. We're just waiting for 1 more conversion, which will probably be the one I'm doing. Our culture has discovered all the important high medieval texts, so I'll just begin researching kinda whatever now. Our culture is just about to finish spreading to Porto. Okay, I swear to God this plague kills my guy and prevents me from completing the struggle. Our last required county was converted, so let's do this thing fast. We will get the nickname the Conquistador. Accurate. We unlock the Empire of Hispania. Convert tasks will become much quicker and will make every one of other cultures and faiths hate us just a little bit. We'll get 10,000 renown, which is nuts to be honest, in addition to the choice between some special modifiers. We get to decide to be cultural supremacists, religion supremacists, or both. It makes wars of culture or faith easier, respectively. Although it makes people of other cultures and religions, hate you. Oh well, I'll be a supremacist in both. God has given Iberia to the Spanish. That's definitely a glitch. I took the decision, still had it, so I retook it, and I now have 20,000 renown instead of 10,000. And I still have the decision. I could do it again and get even more renown. What a weird glitch. I've never had that before. Well, anyways, I'll just ignore that and form Hispania. We're officially an emperor, and I can say for certain we are suffering from success, because I think I like the color for Spain better. We might as well get the bureaucracy line of dynasty legacies. The whole peninsula is in our de jure, and that has boosted our income like crazy, so we now make a total of 300 gold per month. We may be making a lot of money, but how can we maximize our money using all that we've set up? In certain cities, we're able to get water mills thanks to our city keepers tradition. These water mills increase holding taxes across the whole county, and at max level give plus 24% gold. Even if I don't control the city directly, this bonus will apply to the castle that we do control, although I could hold cities if I wanted to, thanks to our administrative government. I can keep upgrading our buildings for more money of course, but we make enough money, let's be honest. To prove my power, I think I should beat the Holy Roman Empire. I mean, they got all this stuff in Africa, and of course all this stuff in Europe. I'll need to build an army though. I've gotten new technologies so I can create more men-at-arms for our titles. And speaking of titles, we have a ton of duchy titles, which means I can have a ton of troops. Now everyone hates me because I have these extra duchy titles, but what are they gonna do when I have so many troops? Yeah, this guy hates me, although I think he'd hate me either way, let's be honest. I'll mix in some crossbowmen with the armored footmen to create a dominant army prepared for war. Oh hey, I have trebuchets unlocked. I gotta replace our mangonels for trebuchets. Oh yeah, if I wasn't making enough money already, our culture is about to enter the late medieval, where we'd get another money spike. Becoming an emperor gave us another holding slot. I think the stewardship nerf isn't actually all that bad. All it's doing now is lowering our total slots to 10, from what would probably be 13 or 14 pre-nerf, which really doesn't mean anything. Anyways, let's declare war on the Holy Roman Empire. Their leader has been a bad boy, and got himself excommunicated, so let's dispose of him. The capital is up here, so let's go straight there. Oops, I didn't mean to attack those guys, unlucky for them. I'm just walking around so I don't take attrition damage, and now I've arrived in the capital. I have the capital in Wargol, but where are the enemy troops? Yeah, no idea. I've kind of just been sitting here and yet the enemy hasn't arrived. Well, that wasn't much of a war, but at least we won. We'll get cranes in 13 years, but I think we're already the strongest, and that's good enough for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, check out another recent video where I got 100,000 longbowmen in Wales. Like and subscribe if you're still listening to this for whatever reason, and shout out to the channel members.